For all of my history fanatics, you are in for a treat. We're at the Railroad Museum right now, and I'm hanging out with some people who are talking to us about this wonderful Black and African American railroad experience. And first, I'm just so glad that I get to talk to Kim. She's the Chief of Interpretation here. I love the title. Could you tell us about this exhibit a little bit?
Thanks. Yeah, welcome to the Railroad Museum. Here at the California State Railroad Museum, we say that our lives are made of railroad stories, and we tell the stories of the railroad through the stories of people. And it's really important for us to amplify the voice of our community here in this space, because this is your museum. So we have created a front-end evaluation exhibit because we want to know what you want to know about the Black and African American experience. And we want to amplify the community stories in this space. So I will hand it over to Jessica. We've been working with an advisory committee, and Jessica Wimbley, who is a local artist and consultant, has been helping us work with our committee and create this beautiful exhibit.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for that information. Now, Jessica, I'm glad we get to hang out and talk about this exhibit and the importance of it. Where should we start?
Well, starting off first, we have these wonderful exhibition panels that give more information about some of our holdings and information we're covering in the exhibition. Here in this panel, we are talking about the Brotherhood and Union of the Pullman Porters. They're very significant in starting one of the first unions for African Americans and leading towards more equitable working conditions. And this is especially important when we're looking at African American history and related to railroads, because you're looking at some of the first people who were getting jobs after being enslaved. The Pullman Train Company was founded in 1862. So you're thinking about people who are newly liberated, who are now looking for work, looking for employment, now finding jobs with the railroad, working as porters, and now fighting to be unionized so that they can build equity. So part of this story is not only about labor history and about trains, you're also looking at a history of civil rights, American history, workers' rights. And so some of these stories are told through our red caps, who are also another set of workers who worked during the 19th century on the railroads. And they were the first people, when you're thinking this idea of tips, who was working and didn't have a salary, but were working a job and were getting tips for their service. Wow. This is another example of African Americans working and actually being entrepreneurial and creating jobs for themselves by working as red caps on railroads. Wow. And you can even see an example of a red cap here that those folks would wear when they're working on the railroad, as well as what many of the porters would wear. This is a long-term employee's jacket. You can actually see from the stripes how many years he actually worked there. So he worked there for about 25 years.
Wonderful. So this exhibit is a wealth of knowledge. If anybody's watching and they want to come out here, where exactly are we located and how long will the exhibit be up?
So the exhibit will be up through June 6th. So that will be the last time that you can see the exhibition. We are located on I Street down in the waterfront in Sacramento. And we are really excited to share this exhibition with everyone. We actually also have more information, including books that you can look at that deal with railroad history, as well as parts of the exhibition that are asking the community, what more would you like to know about the African American experience?
Lots of things are here, right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the books are here, the exhibition is here. Make sure you come out and learn some history right here in our own backyard.
All right, Ryan, thank you very much.